You there! Thank you for answering me. I was beginning to despair.
What do you want?
I have to escape. It would be more than my neck is worth to stay here. I'd end up swinging from a rope just like the others. I can't escape alone, as you can see. So, a little help wouldn't be amiss.
Why were you arrested?
Your accent. You're not from here, are you? Could you also have heard things that you shouldn't have? I'm surprised that you're not wallowing in a cell. I know only too well what that's like.
I'm not. It's true. In fact, I am of the Duton people. But that's not why I was captured, although it best remain unknown. I got caught because of my line of work. I'm a smuggler, you see. I smuggle illicit goods. And people. People like you, actually. From one country to another. It's a bit ironic. Normally, I'm the one who helps others escape and avoid the guards. Now, I'm reduced to begging for your help.
I see. We have among our friends someone who's in the same line of work.
In that case, they must have told you the fate that's reserved for people like us. Please don't leave me here.
We'll see what can be done.
Well, don't wait too long. I imagine they're already choosing which tree they're gonna hang me from.
Far be it from me to play the do-gooder, but that man has a lot in common with some of us. We could help him, and who knows, it might benefit us later.
Let's see what we can do to get him out of there.
What do you want? If you want to know when the execution will take place, I don't know. I've not yet been informed.
Actually, we'd like to convince you to release him.
You've got a lot of nerve. Freeing Wolfgang, the smuggler, when we've been trying to get our hands on him for months. Go ahead, I'm listening. I'd love a bit of a laugh.
I could probably convince our friend here that he's made a mistake, if you wish.
Sybil?
My dear friends, you've made a terrible mistake. This man is not Wolfgang the smuggler, but Odo, a merchant from the Free Cities. I must admit it's not easy to tell them apart. We often joke about it with my uncle, Alexandre de Vespe. You see, this merchant often comes to sell his goods at the court of Peren. I recognize him. It's Odo without a shadow of a doubt. He may not be the most famous merchant of his nation, but he's gaining a name for himself. And I imagine that harming him could deal a blow to the nascent relationship between the Alliance and this potential new ally.
Crikey. Are you sure? That's Odo of the Free Cities. Good grief. Yeah, he's the spitting image of Wolfgang's portrait. Oh, what a mess. We had to come across a lookalike, didn't we? Well, we don't really have a choice. We'll just have to release him with our apologies.
Indeed. I think that would be for the best.
There you go. You're free. Our apologies for the mistake. But in our defense, you really do look like that Wolfgang fella. If I were you, I'd change my appearance or I'd leave the city.
He's right. You'd better leave as soon as possible.
Thank you. I'm eternally grateful for what you've done for me.
You're welcome, my friend. It was a pleasure. I just hope you won't forget us.
I shall repay your kindness, I promise. Goodbye.
Disembark. We've arrived at our destination.
You've come back. How can I help you?
The letter you sent. What was it about? Why do you wish to speak with us?
It is a very serious matter. Someone from outside our guild attempted to sneak into the restricted area of the Great Library. The guard apprehended the person in question easily. It was a spy from Teleme. But she refused to tell us why she's here. I need to discover how she was able to get past our security measures and what she took. You must understand, this part of the library is protected by devices that only those who are authorized know how to use. Meaning, only Naughts that have attained the rank of captain. Our great library houses the entire bank of knowledge the Naughts have gathered. The other nations covet it, you can be sure. If the nations of Gakan had access, they would no longer need our services. Our very existence depends on this knowledge. They could sail and pillage the islands we've discovered as they please. Other islands would suffer the same fate as Tirfridi. It is imperative that you discover what brought this spy here, and especially how she was able to break in.
Why not ask the guard to carry out this investigation?
We have an uninvited rat hiding in the hull. I am convinced that only one of my sister or brother Naughts could have let the spy into the restricted area. Until I found the culprit, and let's hope there be only one. I can trust no one, except for you. Please, go and interrogate the prisoner. Try to discover the identity of her guide. And please use the utmost discretion. No one must know why you're visiting the prisoner.
Do you have any idea as to what was stolen?
I haven't had the time to organize a complete inventory, but I am hoping the prisoner will tell you what she was after. Though the guards didn't find anything on her, she may have had time to hide whatever she stole.
Thank you for trusting us. We will try to get to the bottom of this.
May the winds fill your sails.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. It's always a pleasure.
Sap and precious wood, leathers and skins, minerals and plants, herbs and mushrooms.
I don't have the key. Ugh, I can't do it.
You cannot enter here without official authorization. Unless you're accompanied by a captain of the Nauts or someone with higher rank, of course.
Please, you must let us in. It's a matter of great importance.
Is it really? In that case, find someone in a position of authority to escort you. I won't risk my job just because you insist on it.
What would you say if we gave you enough to go have a drink on us?
You can give me anything you want if it makes you happy, but you're still not getting inside.
The Master Librarian sent us.
If that were true, you'd have the proper authorizations.
You shouldn't have mentioned the Master Librarian. We promised to be discreet.
We'll be leaving.
Have a good day.
How will we get into the cells in the Harbor Master's office?
We could perhaps convince a guard to help us during their break at the tavern. Drunkenness often makes them more friendly.
Very well. Let's go.
She was from Serene, and she was ever the sort. Oi! Are you trying to nick my key? You looking for a fight? You've come to the right place.
If fight we must, Then fight we shall.
Oi there now. Calm down. I won't have anyone spilling good ale. Out with you now. And don't come back until your mind is full of peaceful thoughts.
That guard is so drunk, he's let his attention slip and left his keys on the counter.
If these are the keys to the Harbour Master's office, like I think they are, they'll come in handy. It was too good to be true. We'll have to find another way into the Harbour Master's office.
I should have stayed a sailor. Whatever possessed me to become a god. I don't like being a man. It's so boring. You're a bunch of sad sacks today. Is there nobody here who'll buy a...
I wanted to tell you that what we discovered in that laboratory disgusts me. Just as much as it does you. Using a disease to decimate an entire people is despicable. It is unworthy of a general, and even more so of a nation.
I must be off.
I understand. See you later.
Greetings, Captain Alvida.
It looks like she's sleeping.
Try to rouse her. We must speak with her.
Madam, wake up. We need to speak to you. Hey,
I've got a bad feeling about this. She didn't bat an eye. We should take a closer look at her.
I understand why she wouldn't answer. She's not breathing. Look at her cheeks. They are red and her pupils are dilated. She's been poisoned. I believe you call this poison belladonna on the continent.
That's correct. You have a sharp eye. I wonder who could have administered it. Search her. It's the only way to get answers at this stage.
There's nothing in her scarf. Nothing. Her jacket is the first thing the guards would have searched. There's nothing in her pockets, and there's no lining to hide anything in. Well, have a look at this. There's a secret pocket in her boots, and there are notes inside.
The number on this note is clearly like the numbers used to classify documents in a library. It would tell us exactly what the spy was supposed to steal. Does the second note reveal anything?
It's a series of odd symbols. It could be a coded message. There is nothing more to learn here, I'm afraid. We should return to see the Master Librarian and report our findings.
That's an excellent suggestion. He'll be able to tell us more about the stolen document and might even know this strange code.
You've come back. How can I help you?
We were able to enter the prison without anyone suspecting a thing.
Did the prisoner tell you anything?
That would have been difficult, seeing as how she was dead when we found her.
What? How is that possible? Well, how did she die?
She was poisoned. Belladonna was used.
Well, that rules out suicide. If she'd had a vial of poison, it would have been found when she was searched. Did you learn anything at all? Perhaps by searching her?
Yes. There was a secret pocket in her boots. We found these 2 notes. One contains a number that we think refers to the document she was to steal from the Great Library. The other is a list of exotic symbols. Some sort of code? Do they mean anything to you?
No. But wait. Perhaps it's not a code, but rather a series of directions. This first symbol, for example, makes me think of a mermaid carrying a fishing rod, which corresponds to the name of our tavern. It could be a covert way of showing our spy the way to find her contacts. As for this number, by the eels, I believe it's a map from the most secret part of the library. Let me check that right away. One of our maps is missing! It's a map that reveals the location of an island yet undiscovered by those on the continent. This is a disaster. Is that all you found on the spy?
Yes. Whoever killed her must have taken the missing map. After the spy stole it, she was of no utility to him. And her murder in our prison confirms your suspicions. There were knots involved.
We must find that map, or you and I both know all too well what fate will befall the people who live on that island. See what you can do to decipher these symbols. Follow the trail. It's the only lead we have to finding the people behind all this. Good luck. And be on your guard. The death of that spy proves that they're capable of anything.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Look! 2 stocked barrels. That looks like the symbol in the knot. We're on the right track. But now which way should we go? There's the crate marked with a circle. Let's keep going. Look at the roof of this building with that pole. I think that's what this symbol represents. But I don't see anyone.
Maybe there's someone inside. Let's move closer.
Be quiet. We don't want to be overheard. We found a notebook. It says that the people who are here had some sort of business to do at the cove in the back country.
We should go there. I want to know who's behind this.
Nothing has happened to him. Why did he have to go for a war?
who they love.
Still no one? I feel like we're always one step behind.
We should go take a look around the dinghy. Maybe we'll find another note.
At last, we meet.
I recognize you. You serve under my father's orders.
How did you learn that we were following your trail?
You lack discretion. We heard a band of foreigners led by a Tyr Fordean has been leading an investigation for the Master Librarian of Yuxantis. We tailed you.
And now? You orchestrated a break-in of the Great Library, during which you stole a map. A map that you had hoped to sell to Teleme.
Our little operation. That's a shame. However, I'm certain there must be a way to make this go away.
You cannot seriously mistake this person for a bastion of scruples. This deal seems highly unlikely to be respected. I am well aware that you are part of my father's flotilla. What do you think he will say when we reveal your implication in this sordid business?
If we give your name to the Admiral, you'll certainly be hung. Or something of the sort.
Something of the sort, yes. Unless you're no longer around to tell him anything.
You've come back. How can I help you?
We followed the thieves' trail using the documents we found in the spy's belongings.
Now that's mighty good news. Tell me everything.
The symbols were a treasure hunt of sorts that led to an old warehouse. There we found a note that mentioned a meeting near a cove in the backcountry.
And you went there, I imagine. Did you find the traitors?
Yes. Unfortunately, they must have discovered we were on the trail and they were lying in wait.
That was to be expected. These traitors have ears even among the guard. Were you able to recover the map?
Yes, we found the map. Here, take it.
Thank you. It's a relief to have it back. I will make sure it never leaves these library walls again. Were you able to identify any of the traitors?
We'd seen the woman who seemed to be their leader before. She spoke with Admiral Barcelos after our trial.
I will ask the Admiral if he recalls her name. We will find her, thanks to your help. If we can capture her, we will certainly be able to unmask the other traitors. I know you did your best, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart to have brought this map back to me and to have pointed me in the direction of the traitors. But the entire city is now aware of this affair. The scandal is enormous. The worst has been avoided, but I'm afraid the end still isn't in sight. If ever you should need my help, I would be more than happy to assist you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. It's always a pleasure.